You've got to learn to play the punch shot. No matter who you are or how bad a golfer you are or how good a golfer you are, the punch shot is a very important shot. And it's a very easy shot to learn because it's a simple shot. It's got very simple basics and a very simple movement. What we do is we're trying to bring the ball back in our stance. We're trying to keep the ball below the wind. We're going to bore it in there. And to do that, we've got to bring it back in our stance. Now this is contrary to what I said before about keeping the ball in the same position. That was for a full swing. A normal swing. This time we're playing a punch shot. So we bring the ball back in our stance a little bit. We bring it there, maybe equal in the middle of our stance. And what we're doing is we're going to widen our stance just a tad. So when we get in this position here, we lean towards the target, not lean like this or fall into it, or just lean just a fraction, a hair. Our hands are ahead of the ball. We keep our club face square to the target, which is most important. The club face is square, we're leaning into it, our weight is back on our heels. And what we're doing here is we're lowering our center of gravity. We're bringing the center of gravity of our body closer to the ground, so we can keep the ball lower to the ground. So we get in that position, with the ball back in our stance a little bit. We've got our club face nice and square to the target. Our hands are fractionally ahead. And because our center of gravity is a little bit lower, our hand position is going to be a little bit lower because our knees are flexed and they're softer. So now we get into this nice, smooth, compact, powerful punch position, I call it, because we're all ready. We want to drive that club head into the ball and shoot it down underneath the wind. So we've got this position here. Now we've got to relax our grip, make sure we don't get too much pressure. Like in every golf shot, we keep the same tension in our hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to push it back so low, a little bit longer along the ground. Extension is the key to this shot. Keep the club head going away from the ball, and in doing that, making sure we turn our body and turn our hips. And we're only going to go back to about here. We're going to stop short in our swing, and from there, we're going to drive very hard with our right knee and come through, making sure we don't fall into the shot. Make sure we keep the head behind the ball, and we're going to drive there like that. And the club face is going to come through a little bit shut. We're going to hit it out to the right and draw it back. So here we go. See if we can practice what we preach. I get in that position. I'm ready to drive the ball. Get it under the wind. Nice short, firm follow through. You notice my follow through didn't get above my waist. It stopped about here. Because I was driving, I was keeping my left hand, the back of my left hand going through to the target and holding the club face up like this. To play for the fade punch shot, which I think is the easiest shot to play and the one I stick to whenever I play it, it's the same setup, same ball position, just instead of aiming right, I aim left and I take the club head fractionally on the outside of the line. And in doing that, I'm going to come down nice and low to the ball, with a little cutting action across the ball, and the ball is going to start left, very low, and fade back to the flag. So if you just watch carefully, same position as the draw punch shot, hands ahead,